It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Today we're going to jump on that gigantic, sharp, interactive board. I want to go through Epson's first quarter numbers. I want to say right out the start here, will Epson lose any advantage? I think they've already lost it. I mean, folks, Epson had an advantage. They could have really came into this marketplace and disrupted the hell out of it. They had great inkjet technology. They still do. And they came into the marketplace, the BTA channel, all those friends of mine that sell supply and service print equipment all over the world. They wanted to get into that business model. And they wanted to sell their office shared devices. They wanted to make an impact. They wanted to disrupt the market. And they just haven't done it. I've watched them pretty close for like 6 years. They're just not doing it. They're trying to go into the marketplace with their inkjet technology based on laser mindsets. That's what I believe, and I'll continue to say that till I see something change, but I'm not seeing anything change. They're allowing the laser marketplace to dictate how they're going to come into that space and disrupt it. What the hell's that all about? You can't allow Status Quo to help you disrupt themselves because Status Quo doesn't want to get disrupted. Okay? Status Quo will put all kinds of crazy rules on you if you're the disruptor. I mean, could you imagine when I started the end of the day with Ray if my business model was going to be this? If I could get the box of donuts to the OEM's corporate office before the other analysts, maybe that OEM would give me the press release first and I could copy and paste it on my blog and beat everybody. I mean, how stupid would that be? There's already enough analysts that do exactly that. I wanted to shake shit up, right? Epson, you should be shaking shit up. I mean, I want to talk a little bit about disruption as I go through Epson's numbers because Epson, I really do believe, I think they've lost their advantage. I think the other OEMs are really looking hard at inkjet technology. I did that episode on Kyocera the other day. How many of y'all like that new model name? Office Alpha Pro 15. I just love that name. But at the end of the day, Epson, you had a great opportunity at one point in time. But I think I just don't think you took advantage of it. And now, you're just going to be a status quo player as the industry changes from laser to ink. Let me share some thoughts with you. Before you can disrupt the marketplace, you must first disrupt yourself. Epson, disrupt yourself. What are you doing? You run around, it looks like you're hiring a bunch of folks that are leaving the laser-based mindsets. Hey, come over here and help us sell inkjet. And of course, they show up at the dealer's office with this laser-based mindset, and they allow all the dealer's objections to move more ink to propagate in their minds. And then they start having conversations like, wait, we just want to fit in. I mean, we don't want to disrupt you. Oh, no. Keep selling laser. I mean, laser has its place. Ink has its place. I'm going to tell you right now, just like I told my friends at Rizzo, ink should be going to war against laser. Ink should be making laser fit into their world, not the other way around. That's just my opinion. But if you want to be a disruptor, go disrupt stuff. Let me add to this. You're not disrupting if you're just better status quo. If you're just better status quo, that's not a disruption. Come on, man. Innovation is about a change in processes. Think about all the process changes that inkjet brings to the marketplace. Think about the process changes around service. Less parts, less heat. Customers love this stuff. And here's the reality. If the inkjet manufacturers like Epson would have got really, really serious about disrupting the laser-based world, by now they would have been making even better technology. But because they allowed themselves just to fit in with laser, they're kind of just going along with it. Let's make a tweak here and there. But boy, if they would have went into the marketplace and tried to jam this crap into that space and disrupt the hell out of the laser space, by now, they would be bringing into the marketplace some pretty robust machines, I believe. And what are they doing? I hear they just kicked off an A3 machine. Hey, we're bringing another A3 machine. We don't need any A3 machines, Epson. We need you to make A4 MFPs, ink best that could go into the marketplace and disrupt the crap out of that A3 laser-based world. Let's look at some numbers. Their top line revenue is $2.3 billion, operating profit of $156.3 million, 6.7%. That's fantastic. Epson can make money. They have some discipline. So that's a good thing because it takes money to be innovative. It takes money to be able to change the game, right? So congratulations on your operating profit. But let's look at this print business. I want to focus on the two segments. We got office home printing innovation and commercial and industrial printing innovation. If you look at the office and home printing innovation, top line revenue for that whole business group was $1.1 billion for the first quarter. So at the end of the year, what is that going to be? A $4.5 billion business? Okay, that's a pretty good business in print. A lot of that business is in the Soho market. The Soho market of the $1.1 billion is $869.2 million. If you look at the office shared space, where those Epson's MFPs could be going into the business community and really disrupting the hell out of laser, it did $135.9 million the first quarter. If you take the percentage of revenue that comes from the Americas, which is 34%, that means in Americas, in the office shared space for Epson, it was $46.2 million for the first quarter. There's dealers that do more business than that. And that, I mean, come on, Epson, what are you doing? You got this huge opportunity to come into the space and really disrupt the hell out of this laser equipment. And you got to figure out how to disrupt yourself to make it happen. I look at their commercial business. $520.5 million. That's their wide format stuff. Their label presses, $520.5 million for their first quarter. And look at the operating profit number on this, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that Epson should be extremely proud of. $113.4 million. That's 21.8% operating profit. They just need to do more of this business. Maybe they should just get out of the Soho market, the shared office space. Just shut it all down. I mean, you're not really getting any momentum. You know, $135.9 million for your first quarter. I mean, that's not going to total a whole lot by the end of the year. Put all your eggs in that commercial basket. Develop better, wide format printers. Maybe that's a strategy, because you don't seem to give a crap about the shared office strategy, because those numbers just don't seem to be growing. And if you can produce 21.8% operating profit in that segment, what the hell? That's pretty damn good. Or maybe you take some of that operating profit and you start shifting those dollars over to the office shared division. Maybe you need to look at who's running that commercial industrial space. And maybe those leaders need to go over to the leaders that are working in the shared office space. And maybe they can help them out a little bit. But at the end of the day, Epson, you have an opportunity. You had a better one. And unfortunately, I believe the other OEMs are going to come into the space and shake things up before you do, which is kind of bizarre to me. I see Epson following the HP blunder. Is the HP blunder contagious to these folks? Do you remember in 2016, HP buys Samsung? They make the big announcement at their Boston meeting. We're going to disrupt the $55 billion A3 marketplace. Holy crap, what a crazy, crazy aspiration. Because their aspiration was thinking status quo. We're going to disrupt the A3 marketplace by being better status quo. I mean, that's what they were saying to the whole damn world. It was ridiculous when they said it. HP buys Samsung. They had an opportunity to go disrupt the A3 marketplace by bringing A4 MFPs and wiping out $55 billion worth of overspected, oversold machines. That's what HP could have done. But what did HP do? They tried to disrupt by being a better status quo. We're going to come in with better A3s. Back in those days, HP had the page-wide, the inkjet technology. And instead of perfecting it and making it better and better and better, what they did, the hell with it, let's just dump it and get out of it. Because we want to disrupt by being a better status quo. There's so many people following this HP blunder. When I look at folks coming into the industry, those friends of mine that sell supply and service print equipment, trying to help them be disruptive, trying to help them be innovative, all based on the rules of laser print, all based on the rules of old processes, of an industry that's basically fallen off a cliff. Let's come in and disrupt that industry by doing everything that industry's doing so that we can fall off the cliff with it? It just doesn't make any damn sense. Epson has a chance to lead. Unfortunately, I see them as followers. Maybe today's episode will shake them up a little bit. Maybe they don't give a crap what the end of the day what Ray says. But I'll tell you this, Epson. You have an opportunity. Don't blunder it. Don't be another HP. Let me end with this once again. Before you can disrupt the marketplace, you must first disrupt yourself. You're not disrupting if you are just better status quo. Disruptors change the game. Innovation is about a change in processes. And every single person, whether you're in the laser business or the inkjet business, knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.